Another Formtitan video, and in this video we'll talk about how to capture Urchin tracking modules data in Formtitan and push it to Salesforce. And if you've set a campaign from Salesforce or Google Analytics and you want to push the data to Salesforce and find out what's happened in that campaign, then this is the video for you. So far I've just set up 3 images just as a demonstration, and I've set up a submit button with the button type being submit. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to first get the data and then push it to Salesforce. So what we do is, obviously you want to get this data in a hidden field. So this is what a hidden field looks like. And then, for example, I'll say UTM, I want to capture the UTM source. Now, by default, if you look at the debug, I've enabled show hidden fields. But if I uncheck this and I preview, they won't be able to see it's hidden. So it makes it really handy for you to capture the data without the customer ever knowing. Obviously, I'm going to check it just so I can show you how the parameters work. So we'll go into debug and just check show hidden fields. Okay, once you've got your hidden field, if you click on it, you've got something called use system value. And in there, you've got you've got multiple details. But for now, we're just going to choose UTM source. So we know that this will now capture UTM source. If you want to set up individual parameters, then you can go under, I believe it's called limits there. And then what you can do is configure URL parameters. Like here, you can say allow and the parameter name. Very, very easy. So in this case, what we got is the UTM source. So now if I preview this, and then I'll just amend the URL. I haven't got a campaign set up, so I can only show you this way. I can say UTM_source equals Google. If I hit that, you can see now that's been populated. So very, very easy. That's how the population works. Obviously, the source, the UTM source means that it identifies where exactly did your ad appear. So we can just say Google for that. Next one I want to show you is, again, I'll move all of these down here so you can see all of them. The next one will be, let's say we'll look at, is the UTM medium. And this identifies the way your ad appears on the web page. So we'll basically use this as well. Let's just use UTM medium. UTM medium. Okay. So once you've got UTM medium, please go into the system value and select UTM medium. Click save. And if I just refresh this, I've got 2 fields there. But now if I want to populate UTM medium, all I have to do is click and UTM_medium equals, let's just say social, for example. And now it's captured social UTM as well. So it's incredibly handy that you can just capture all the UTM data in one go. Let's do another one. Actually, we'll do all of them. So we'll call this UTM campaign. And we'll give it another value of campaign itself. And basically, this should be the keyword you use for identifying your ad. So let's have a look. So if we save this and now go refresh, we've got something called UTM campaign. And all you do is you just click social and you click and then you do UTM_campaign equals, so let's say, what can we say? We can say, okay, what is this advert about? We'll just say running shoes. So now we know what the UTM campaign is. It's running shoes. Let's do another one. Let's get another hidden field. And we'll call this one UTM. We'll call this UTM term. So let's have a look. UTM term. And this should be the keyword you use for identifying your ad. So this is basically what the keyword is. So again, we've given it a UTM value, so let's just review this, and then we'll go in here. There's your UTM term, and we'll just type this and UTM underscore term equals sports shoes. Now we've got the UTM term populated. So I hope you're getting the idea of how to actually do this very, very easily. And this one, final one, we'll call it UTM underscore content. So let's have a look. UTM content. And this is normally used to identify if you have 3 adverts and you're doing A to B testing, then this is where you record the UTM content to figure out which advert it is. So if we just give it a refresh on the same form, we'll just type in and we'll say UTM underscore content equals, well, let's just say ad 51. And now we've got all the data in there. So that's all well and good. We've got the data dynamically from the URL and passed it straight into our hidden fields. But how do we push it to Salesforce? To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a campaign in our campaign object here. So we'll just call this running shoes campaign. We'll call it the type. What should we call it? Well, let's just call it advertisement. And we'll just do that. Click save. And there's our data our Salesforce record created. And now we just want to populate the source, medium, content, campaign, term. How do we do that? Okay, go back into the form. We'll do a push. And then we'll choose campaign as our object. And we'll just update it because we know it's an existing one. So I'll say campaign ID equals other. And then I'll just take the record ID here. We paste it, click apply, and then we'll just map the fields to the campaign itself. So we say the source will go here, medium here, campaign will go under here, term will go here, and content will go here. Once you've done that, click apply and finish, save, and now if we just refresh the form and click submit, our form has been submitted with those values. Now let's go and check an integration log, what's happened. There's a campaign update. Go back into the campaign we just created, and there is our urchin tracking model details. So there it is, the UTM source, medium, content, UTM campaign, UTM term. So that's how it's done. That's how you track the UTM data through Formtitan itself. And again, if you want to use your own parameters, then you can just simply go under form, limits, select URL parameters, and then configure them. And then you can allow and name the parameter names here. So that's how it's done. Thank you for watching this video.